What's going on, YouTube? We got a buggy day going on. We got a big ride coming up. We're going to Hatfield and McCoy, the Ivy Branch Trail System, in a couple weeks. So we got everybody coming over today and get some maintenance done, check it out, make sure we're all good, cleaning up a couple things. And so what we're going to do today on my buggy is I'm going to rotate the tires. I got about 400 miles on them without rotating them, so they're due. And check all the brakes and check all the suspension and stuff. And then I'm going to show you guys how to do a belt inspection as well as swap a belt over. I still got my original belt on. It's been about 1,000 miles. I'm having no problems out of it, but I wouldn't mind getting a broken belt ready to rock and roll too for when things do go wrong. So that's the game plan today. Stay tuned. All right, so to get started, all you need is a nut driver. So all you need is a nut driver and a T30 Torx bit. You can get all 11 of them off with that. It takes a little bit longer. To be honest, for the 8 of them, I used the impact driver. It was quick. And then, but the bottom 3 right here, without having a super long extension, it kind of makes it hard. So this is really all you need. Only take a couple extra minutes with this as opposed to an impact driver, and that's all you need. And then you also need a Phillips head bit to get the top belt cover boot off. And then after that, we're into the belt. All right, so now that we got the cover off, we're gonna inspect the belt. Make sure the ridges are nice and squared up on top and bottom, just like that. Make sure the ridges are squared up, top and bottom. They look really, really good. So now, what I like to do is take some brake cleaner, spray it on a rag, and get all the big stuff out of the box first. It dries really quick. There you go. Now, the fun part. Take some compressed air. You can get a can. We got an air compressor. That's Wildcat for you. Now that we got that blown out, we're gonna let the dust settle and we're gonna move on to phase 2, or that's pretty much your inspection. So stay tuned if you wanna learn how to change the belt or put everything back together and you're good to go. But here we go, phase 2. All right, so now we're on the belt removal and installation of the phase. I already cleaned up the whole box, got all the dust out. So if you're just maintaining, you ain't gotta watch this part, but you can if you want, for just in case when it does happen on the trail. So I got this tool off Amazon. My machine I bought brand new, but the dealer decided they wanted to hold on to the little tool that it came with, so it was all good. This was only like 25 bucks. So it's got these two little holes, right? And it's got this little roller. You want to make sure the rollers are towards the buggy, and you want to line up the hole with the, there's like a little pin right here. So line up the pin, put the hole in, thread it on, get maybe a turn or two, and then pull it. And as you can see, it just popped, it just loosened up all the slack in the belt. So now just work the belt off. It takes some finessing. This is my first time, so that really wasn't that bad though. I'm gonna remove the tool to get it out of the way. And I'll even go as far as to inspect the belt again. She's a very firm belt, so you kind of got to make sure you're pretty squared up when you're taking her in and out. But there's the belt. She's got about 980 miles on it, and she still looks very, very good. I'm gonna put my new belt on, verify, make sure they're the same length. Which they are. now we're gonna put the new belt on. It's got a certain rotation. And make sure you got the rotation right, and you're good to go. All right, so this is eventually going to end up being my backup belt anyway. This is the new belt. It's a Gates G-Force. You want to install it directionally with the letters facing you to where you read it as if you're looking at it or writing a sentence. So start up the front, kind of same thing. Wiggle it past the front part. Kind of feed it on the top and that actually helped quite a bit when you do that. Maybe we're learning together, people. Yeah, we're learning together, people. Okay. There we go. It takes some finessing. Like I said, it's my first time doing this. So now what the instructions say is, gotta make sure you're good and rotate it about 7 times. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that should do it right there. Go ahead and put all your cover back on and should be good to go. Take it easy on the first, 10 hours of the new belt. Now you got yourself a perfect broken belt, and you can throw your factory one back on or just roll with this one. But wasn't too bad. The hardest part was getting it back on. Wasn't that bad at all though. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching. That'll sum it up. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next video. All right, so we got a bonus clip. So one of the reasons why we do what we do before these big rides is we don't want to be broke down out on trail. And we found that George's back rear brake pad is down to the metal, and he's only got it shouldn't be down to the metal. So we greased it up. We're gonna order some new brake pads. We're gonna put them on next week. But now we're gonna show you guys, just to make sure that they're the same. This is the X3. We're going to do the same thing. We'll take it off, and then when we get it all off, we'll see what's different compared to the Sport. So stay tuned. Bonus clip. All right, so me and George just got his cover off. It's 11 bolts, just like the other one, just like mine, just like the Maverick Sport. The only difference we seen was they actually got like an 8mm head on top of being a torch bit, which was pretty nice. So it's pretty much the same sequence for mine as it is an X3. Put it on there. Easy as can be. So there's your bonus clip. It's Maverick Sport and X3 is pretty much the same way to do it. Thanks for watching. See you guys on the next episode.